It is now time for our prepared speeches. Today's first speaker has a bachelor's degree in philosophy and is working towards a master's degree in space systems operations, both of which are completely unintelligible to outsiders, like me. He has given his second speech from the Competent Communicator Manual entitled Creation, Evolution, or Spaghetti. Please welcome Tito DeJesus.
My friends, I am come today to tell you of a plague which has afflicted our great nation for over 100 years. It is a disease of our collective American mind, and a scourge that has wreaked havoc on our public school systems since the Scopes monkey trial of 1925. I am talking about the great debate between evolutionism and creationism. And I invite you to join myself and thousands of faithful believers who have found an alternative in the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. In his best-selling book, I Am America and So Can You, Stephen Colbert issues a damning proclamation against the theory of evolution. He states, "Evolution is an affront to God. Anyone who believes in it will burn in eternal hellfire while being prodded by flaming chimpanzees with razor-sharp bananas." Many fundamentalist Christians would agree more or less with this statement, though probably without the flaming chimpanzees. This is because Colbert and the creationists advocate faith as the source of all knowledge. On the other side of the debate, we have the proponents of science. One such is Richard Dawkins, author of best-selling books The Selfish Gene and The God Delusion. And he holds that Darwin's theory of evolution is based on sound scientific evidence, and therefore belief in a cosmic creator is pure bunk and tomfoolery. Dawkins and the evolutionists advocate science as the source of all knowledge. But my friends, I believe in an even greater power. The Flying Spaghetti Monster. The Flying Spaghetti Monster created the universe many, many years ago, though we are not sure when. He constantly watches over the universe that he created. He affects everything that happens on the planet by reaching out with his great long arms, which are called noodly appendages. He created the Earth in a split second, though admittedly he was drunk at the time. And I submit to you that knowledge of the Spaghetti Monster is superior to both faith and science. Let me give you a few examples. Creationists believe that their God created the law of gravity. Scientists believe that gravity is inherent in all massive objects in the universe. These explanations don't explain anything. In the Church of this Flying Spaghetti Monster, we know why things tend to fall. It's because the Flying Spaghetti Monster is out there, with all of his noodly appendages, pushing down on everything and keeping them planted on the Earth. As further evidence of this, do you know why people tend to be taller on average nowadays than they used to 100 years ago? It's because the population is growing and the Flying Spaghetti Monster is running out of noodly appendages to push down on people's heads. What other explanation could there be? Scientists believe that greenhouse gases cause global climate change. Creationists believe that global warming is a punishment from God for a failure to take care of his planet properly. Do not believe them, for among the central beliefs of Pastafarianism lies the truth. The Earth is getting warmer because there are so few pirates left on the high seas. Take a look at the chart. 35,000 pirates back in 1820, and the temperature was a nice cool 14 degrees Celsius. Nowadays we have fewer than 20, and the temperatures are rising in correlation. Creationists believe that the universe is 6,000 years old. Scientists believe the solar system to be over 4 billion years old. But the fact is, We don't know how old the Earth is, and we will never know. You see, when scientists perform their little carbon dating rituals, the flying spaghetti monster is always there, and he's changing the results. All right, enough preaching. Let me tell you the real story behind the flying spaghetti monster. Would you believe that less than 3 years ago, the Scopes monkey debate trial was still going on? In 2005, the school board of the state of Kansas decided that creationist theory needs to be taught alongside the theory of evolution in all of their high school science classes, with equal time given to both theories. And a young man named Bobby Henderson from the state of Kansas found that to be so ridiculous that he invented his own religion, wrote down all the details in an open letter to all the major Kansas newspapers, and demanded that his theory of the origin of the universe, as taught by the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, must be given equal time in Kansas public schools. In February 2007, the school board rescinded their decision, and though Bobby Henderson was awarded no laurels for his contribution, now in Kansas State public schools, they do not teach any creationist theory, only the theory of evolution. In his open letter, Bobby Henderson wrote, and I quote, "I think we can all look forward to a time when all three theories are given equal time in the science classrooms here in this country and eventually in the world. 1/3 time for intelligent design, 1/3 time for flying spaghetti monsterism, and 1/3 time for logical conjecture based on overwhelming observable evidence." You see, that's the power of the flying spaghetti monster. He reminds us that there is a definite difference between faith and science. Religion should be taught in religion classes. Science should be taught in science classes. Blessed be the noodly appendage that deftly spreads the holy marinara. Amen. Mr.